Yeah. Oh my God. There's nudity in public. Nipples. They're not censored. I'm dead. It's offensive now. Yeah, all of a sudden somebody get offended by that. Now I know their daughters are like might have been going through a bad experience. They don't enjoy sex or nudity. Boom, I'm dead. He's dead. He's dead. We're all dead just for being around that area because Mrs. Police Cop over there all rage. Nudity. Nudity. Milk. Yeah, also because of the fact that I have a weird brain, I get aroused by the buttocks. Yeah, she's a brown, she's like a bronze woman. Yeah, she's bronze and stuff like that. So she has that texture underneath the moonlight over there. Yeah, underneath the moonlight she had that texture. And I thought there was a step over there. Yeah, so I was extra careful. Yeah, she has that moonlight, and then she get that texture. Yeah, also I'm aroused by my male brain over here. I go in the corner, somewhere in that hotel, with my binocular, legally masturbate off that sculpture over there. What's up? Yeah, so now I should die. Yeah, that's why I got to ignore the complaint that was related to like the First Amendment. Yeah, the expression of art. Because of the fact that this itself is based off a team that's based off a memory of somebody that's already dead. Yeah, that just carry off the art style within that system itself that somebody else copied or replicated. Yeah, so pretty much that's somebody that could have been real into like art style, but the art style itself with the mold and methodology is artificial. So it's somebody's imagination into what they wanted to like mold. Yeah, it's like a piece of still, a molded art. What's up? From like the European quarters. What's up? Right. So somewhere because of the fact that this is imagination that they take and they put inside their own head, generations later, it's no longer real. Yeah, they create a piece of fiction in front of you that's based off other people's fiction or imagination that's no longer there. So by the time they materialize this over what's up, yeah, it get copied and replicated by a machine system that creates statues, and now it puts it over there. Now the old man, that's just an example. The old man and her over there. Crazy. Not her, but that's just an example. So now wants to like someone stab you in the eyes. Yeah, for just being around that statue right there. Because of the fact that somebody put something that's offensive in the streets. Like kids drawing dicks on the wall over here with graffiti or something like that. Yeah, so now because of the fact that he's around that space and then eventually what's the name over there possibly got molested as a child. Yeah, the older police officer now make the exception to go off and be an avenger and then go off and kill every male around that space or something. Especially if you found out that you took a picture of that statue right here and then you go up to your hotel room or you masturbate off of it. Yeah, now he just give you the death penalty without ever seeing a judge. Yeah, now he's inside your business, he's stalking you 24/7 and then he poison you to death without ever seeing a judge. But he makes an exception that if he found you doing something illegal, like I don't know, doing cocaine in your hotel room privately, now he's gonna go in and try to prosecute you for it. I'm glad I'm not a second-class citizen, right? And the first thing that I was taught as a kid, yeah, was my constitutional right. Every time I wake up in the morning, the first thing that was on my door there would have been the Constitution of the United States. I kid you not, man. I have the Constitution of the United States on my door there as a kid while I was sharing a room with my siblings or something. Right in the front of my door there. So every time I walk up, I go to the bathroom, I go to school, my Constitution is right there on that door itself or something. So that was like one of the few things they teach me inside the cities over here. They always teach you your civil rights first. They're always big on the history that's related to civil rights itself. Right, so by the time I'm done over here, I'm asking myself, why is it that I'm getting a civil rights violation? And why is it I'm being tried without seeing a judge? And why is it that people inside my affairs here, someone interfere with my private business and my private company? And why is it that they're taking information from me and somehow that information is making inside the ears of like military groups that currently are war the United States with them? That makes no sense whatsoever. Apparently the same group over here try to become rich off the information and go off and try to like sell a security state that counter drones, while they go off and like encourage the others to build a drone system that they invest inside some of their foreign companies Yeah, and then go off for like somewhat sell the drone security system back to the Americans as they demolish the American taxpayers' resources overseas within their own base around. So, yeah, so I said by the end of the day, that's the current timeline that I live in, and that's currently my story. Real. Being black. Yeah, and eventually they link me to other black people that I have nothing to do with. I'm like, yo, get away from me. I said like, yo, listen, maybe next time, but like at this point right here, I have a secret technology that I'm trying to sell for like $25 billion. That's how I try to make my billions of dollars. Come make me while I make my billions of dollars. Don't make me while I'm like, yeah, while I'm stranded in the streets over there. My bank closed my account. That's all. Yeah, and eventually I'm like sleeping in the streets for like almost like 3 weeks. That's all. Yeah, and then I don't have $1 billion inside my bank account. That's all. While I'm still developing the company and the intellectual property on the prototype and the system over here. And then going right to my statistical analysis about some of the systems that I go off, right? Write books about it, also about the mathematics that get employed on that system over here. The same way that these parents over here for that system that goes off and solve problems for them. When it comes to like data analysis, they use different type of geometric visuals to go off and solve problems differently on the space here. So they have an entire mathematical course related to that specific, where very few people get involved into it. And by the time they get involved into it, yeah, some are proficient engineers. Yeah, because the special professors that get called in to like do some projects for them on the special side. So I said by the end of the day, even I can't make this up. I said she waged war, not her with them, but the feminists over there wage warfare on everything. Yeah, currently has a game. I was like, oh my, that stuff is so nasty. And so yeah, filing fake rape charges around, especially while they're in the middle of like real victims that get raped as like kids. Yeah, they're gonna go off. Yeah, so somewhere we have like Jeffrey Epstein victims to get them the compensation. She colludes with a group of commies from overseas that we bound by beyond military channel that have a slave caste that infiltrate inside the US. We have to then go off and run a game. That's way to like file fake rape charges. While in the middle of find a grand dragon over here that tried to bring civil war across the entire space, that then goes off and take power away from all of them, because then it puts them into a desperation mode, because of the fact that if the minute the mill get to fill and his society goes under and he become poor, then his state of mind also become poor, and by the time they all become poor, it goes back to like an instinct. At this point over here, you go back to like the third world, and then if you're once in the third world over here, everybody's rights have been removed. You're back in the Thunderdome over here. I have to go off and forge a sword metal to go off and like defend myself in the streets randomly, because of the fact that I no longer have a budget to maintain the internet and like go off and maintain a camera system like law enforcement or the stuff on the space here. So now law enforcement and like the other groups are starving. Now they become my opponents and my main rivals in the streets with their own sword and their own weapon that go off and fight me to the death. Yeah, and then go off and like somewhat honor you slave women. As like we're back in a full 360 on the space into like all the generation. Why are there so few that are balanced? I don't care. I couldn't care less about nothing. All I want is my piece of it, my brick, and like go off and be in my hotel and my space here, go off and design my work, make my billions of dollars, and be left the fuck alone. How hard was that? What's hard? Oh, the black guy over there is obtaining retirement funds. Oh, he's in Thailand. Oh, he's in Germany. Oh, he's in Taiwan. Oh, he's in Vegas. Oh, I want to go in Vegas. I have kids to raise. Why does he have to be a single guy over there making that much money? I said, let's block him off from work and employment, and let's go off and take all his stuff over there. Let's go off and like search his bag. Or he has a laptop over there. He's showing up, take his bag with me. I said, yeah, I don't care if he had his phone and his ID and his passport there. Let's leave him stranded, like no money, nothing, no, yeah. Let's go off like do him grabbing around the space, because he's single. He don't have no kid around the space here. Or he has kids in his family. Or he has a child that's 18 or something. Or we don't care. Apparently he doesn't have them with him. So, yeah, screw him. I don't care how hard he worked in the past, what he did. Yeah, right now he's not.